please also stay till the end of this video so we can do our pillow talk. As I mentioned before, in our pillow talk, I talk about the pros and the cons of each place, tips, things to do, prices. And if you guys support me a lot more, you know, on this pillow talks, like I mentioned before, I'll be able to do a little bit more engaging with you guys, where we can start doing live streams and you guys can ask me questions and I'll answer. Morning, guys. So we are driving from Annecy, France to Milan. And what's interesting about this drive is that it cuts through Chamonix. And when we came to Chamonix last time, I wasn't too impressed because it was raining, cloudy, so we really couldn't see anything. I thought that the town looked a lot like Grindelwald in Switzerland, which it does. It does. The landscape, the houses, all of that. It reminds me of Grindelwald. And they have the snow mountains, just like Grindelwald. Of course, if you've already been to Grindelwald, you could skip Chamonix because you've already been to Grindelwald. You saw the Swiss Alps and all that. Well, this is the French Alps. And today is clear and it's completely beautiful, and the mountains look spectacular with the snow on top. And they're actually I saw people going up in the gondola, so it's actually a perfect day for people to do that if you're into hiking and skiing and doing all those fun activities. As a matter of fact, in May you could still do all that, and we're in May, closer to the end of the month, because the mountains still have so much snow in them. You can definitely do a lot of snow sports activity. So after a 3-hour drive, we finally made it to Milan. And this street in particular is the street that leads you to the Duomo di Milano. I stopped to film this restaurant because I thought the prices for breakfast looked very budget friendly. And if you're the type of person that just likes an orange juice and a croissant for breakfast, $3.80. Very cheap. Okay, and this is the kitchen, which I'm obviously cooking because, you know, I'm trying to save. And here's the washer and dryer. Bathroom. Not good size. And this is the main bedroom. I don't know why it looks like that. It's still lighting in here. It doesn't work with this camera for some reason, so it looks a little weird. But yeah, I mean, if you can see that well, this is the bedroom. And that's pretty much it, you know, for this Airbnb, and I like it a lot. Pretty cool. So yeah. The next morning, since we got up bright and early to go to Lake Como, we decided to get breakfast at this very popular breakfast joint. And I like this place, Cafe Napoli, because the prices look very affordable. You can get a latte real cheap, as well as croissants for like €2. So I like to point out that not only France has amazing croissants, you can also get them in Italy. As you can hear from the sound. Sounds spectacular. And the coffee was just as good too.
Apricot glaze.
What is that again?
So good. Albiococa.
But what does it have inside?
At least that's how you spell it.
What's inside?
I think it's like a honey apricot. It's really good.
Mine's really good too. Very flaky, airy.
Mine's not as flaky, but the taste is there.
Mine is very flaky and airy, just like the ones in France. It's very good. Nathaniel's is different because his has a filling inside. Morning, guys. We're in Lake Como. Look how beautiful it is over here. I love it. So pretty. So we actually drove from Milan, and that was about an hour and 30 minutes because of traffic. But there's a toll that you can actually take if you're driving here. It says that it cuts off 30 minutes. So that's what we did. Or else the GPS said 1:30 and an hour and 30 minutes. And then when we decided to take the toll, it said an hour and 12 minutes. So you can get here pretty quick if you're driving. And then when you're driving, you'll be able to drive all the way down into Bellagio. That's where we're at. And we actually parked our car over here. They have a lot of parking spots. And from here, you could actually take a ferry. See, there's a ferry leaving right there. And they'll take you to like all different villages and then eventually bring you back here. Another thing that you can do if you do not have a car is that you take the train all the way over here to Lake Como and then just, you know, transfer through the ferry to all the different villages. We picked Bellagio as a home point for us to just, you know, kind of walk around and see shops and the lake, obviously, and maybe get some lunch. We're actually a little short on time, so I don't think we're gonna get the chance to go to other villages. But on the way up here to Bellagio, we literally passed through like all the villages. Like we could literally see it. I got it on video for you guys so that way you guys could see it. But you know, I still saw them, you know, but I didn't get to like go into them. So we only have chance to be here in Bellagio, which is beautiful anyways. I specifically picked this place for that reason because it's very pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have been enjoying this Lake Como tour, please subscribe to the channel if you're new and give this video a thumbs up. If you decide to drive to Lake Como, this is literally the beginning of Lake Como. You could easily pull over, or on your way back to Milan, you can pull over and take pictures and videos because the villages look beautiful. No trip to Italy is complete without trying their famous pastas, their carbonara, their pizzas, which are obviously delicious. They are a must try. How's that pizza? You said it's really good.
A spicy salami.
It's good.
And it's spicy?
Like a spicy pepperoni. It's really spicy. I love it.
Okay. The calamari is so good. Now I'm gonna try the pasta. It's hot. Oh my god, it's good. It's very good. So aside from the calamari, they also include vegetables, like fried vegetables. Carrots. The one I just ate was zucchini. It's very good. Very delicious. Oh, and Nathaniel's pizza was really good, by the way. It was actually spicy. The spicy salami. It was spicy salami, and it was very good. Hey guys, so welcome back to another pillow talk. Okay, so Milan to me seems a lot like New York, and I mean that could be very cool depending on how you see it. Like if you are really into the fashion, into the fast life pace, big city vibe, you know, very Manhattan like, this is a really cool place for you. But for people who are, you know, a little bit more low-key and don't kind of like that crowdedness, that's me. I don't really like the crowdedness. Like I don't know, it bothers me. So many people, like you saw from the previous vlog on when we arrived to Milan, the amount of people that were walking and stuff, you know, near the dome and stuff like that. That, to me, that was a lot. And, you know, I did get that New York vibe. And it's not that I have something against being around a lot of people. It's just, you know, I got very sick last time when I was in New York around December with so much people. I guess someone had the flu and I didn't react very well to the flu and I almost died because of the flu. It turned into pneumonia. I had like pneumonia for like a whole month. My lung collapsed. I was hospitalized. It was bad. I didn't record any of that because that was, you know, like personal, and it was very scary for me. So I didn't really record that. Like I know there's people that like to record everything that they do in their life, but to me that was like very serious, and it was very, you know, like heartbreaking for me to go through all that. So I didn't really record any of that. Nathaniel had some pictures and stuff like that, but even though I still don't want to share that stuff because it was just a very depressing time for me and very difficult for me. So that's why I get like, I don't know, when there's huge amounts of crowds of people, like the way there is in New York, I get that vibe here in Milan, and it's just, for me, I don't really like it. I start getting like little phobia, little memory flashbacks about being around all these people. So, I mean, if you're here just for a few days, I mean, if you're gonna go to Portofino, Cinque Terre, Lake Como, you definitely have to come to Milan. I mean, you could avoid all the crowds and stuff like that and stick to what you're gonna do, you know, the plan. Just go to Portofino, go to Lake Como, avoid being so much around, you know, the big crowds. Like I've been avoiding them like the plague. Yeah. Another thing that I was gonna talk about was the food. I have found that the food to me in Rome, it's way better. Way better. I don't know why. It's just the one that I've had here in Milan, we've eaten at a couple of places, and I can't seem to find like a delicious carbonara or a delicious seafood medley like I always get like spaghetti di mare, like I've always gotten in Rome, and it's always been so incredible. Even in La Spezia and in Naples, it's always been so delicious. But the one out here, it's all right. Like I just haven't been impressed like the way I've been in Rome when I've had the food. Tomorrow's gonna be our last day here in Milan, so we're gonna go out and look for another spot to see if we find maybe that it could have been just those two spots that I went to. So hopefully we find something else. If not, I'm sticking to my theory. Go Rome. Your food is delicious. Okay, so aside from all that, you know, with Milan and stuff like that, you know, it is the capital city of fashion and stuff like that, you know, Gucci and all that stuff. So if you're into that, you know, come here, you know, do the sights. That's cool, you know. But for me, I prefer, you know, smaller towns. To me, honestly, Rome seems like it's less people, even though it's double the amount of people that are here in Milan. But if you look at Rome is this big and Milan is this big. So you're getting like a gazillion people in Milan, all like that, all crowded everywhere. But with Rome, even though it's bigger, everything's more spread out. The people are more spread out. I've been to Rome so many times and I've never experienced the chaotic amount of people that were that day when we were going to see the dome. I was like, oh my goodness, so many people. Oh my God, I gotta get out of here. Anyways, okay, so yeah, those were my thoughts about Milan. If you disagree with me, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Tell me things that could be better here in Milan that you think. One thing Nathaniel did notice was the flights out of Milan to different parts of Europe were like mad cheap. He was talking to me something about going to one of these other European countries for like 13 euros, 30 euros, Spain, all those other places, even to Dubai. I think he gave me like a super cheap price to leave from Milan. So in that case, yeah, Milan is good in that case, you know, trying to leave from Milan. And yes, if you want to go to Portofino, you still got to come to Milan. So Lake Como, I thought to be beautiful. We went to Menaggio. I wasn't too impressed. I saw something online where someone one time said that they prefer Menaggio over going to Portofino. I don't know what they were thinking. Because Portofino, I mean, I get the whole lake thing and the beautiful little villages. That is very pretty. Yes, I know that's gorgeous. Yes, it is. But to me, Portofino, I was so mesmerized. I was so impressed, especially with all those beautiful little striking colors of the water when you go down the little steps in the coves and stuff like that. Oh, that was so beautiful. Oh my God, I love the way that looked. So to me, when someone said that Lake Como was better, in my mind, I don't know what they were talking about, because I am a Portofino person. That was incredible, so beautiful, and definitely not overly expensive. You could definitely do it on a budget. So Lake Como, we went all the way to Menaggio. We put it in the GPS in our car. We drove all the way to Menaggio. You could always take the train and then take the ferries around to move through different villages, Varenna, Menaggio. If you take a private boat, they told us it was $100 to take a private boat just to move from one town, from one village to another. It's $100 for a boat ride. I thought that was overly priced. No way, I wasn't gonna do that. So obviously there's other cheaper options, the bigger boats that has more people, that is a transfer that will take you to different villages. So I felt like driving to Menaggio, I just didn't see the hype with that town, with that little village. I thought it was okay. To be honest with you, the beginning, if you're going in your own car, I just don't know how the situation is going to be for someone if they're taking a train. I'm just telling you based on because we took our own car. Maybe the views are different. Maybe it's a lot better when you take a boat and get to Menaggio or move around, you know, to the Lake Como through boat. Maybe it's different. I'm telling you because we drove there. And the views before getting to Menaggio, like way before getting to Menaggio, as soon as we passed the two tunnels that take you from Milan into Lake Como, those views were spectacular. As you can see, I loved it. The little villages, you can see it close to the water, into the lake. That was really pretty. To me, that area was a lot prettier than being in Menaggio. And the towns itself in those areas were also just as pretty as Menaggio. But I just feel like it's a lot prettier, because from Menaggio, you really can't see those close villages as much as you can see them in these other spots. The spots that, I'll leave the name right here because we were just literally driving. So it was like when we were leaving Menaggio back to Milan, that's when we started seeing the lake with all the different villages. Or even when you're coming in, you see them too, all the different villages. And it's literally like the beginning of Lake Como. That to me was more striking than going to Menaggio. So think about that. I don't know, that's just my opinion. You saw from the video. I'm just showing you my experience. Maybe someone else had a different experience. Comment below if you had a better experience in Menaggio. If you thought that Menaggio is definitely the place to go. If you think I'm crazy because I'm telling you this, go ahead and comment below and let me know. But to me, if you don't have a lot of time here in Milan and you gotta pick between going to Cinque Terre, into Portofino, or Lake Como, for me, that's an easy one. I'm gonna head to Portofino and I'm gonna head to Cinque Terre. Cinque Terre, I would say, is somewhat similar to Lake Como because of the different villages. But man, when I was in Cinque Terre, I was like, wow. Like I was completely mesmerized by the way the fishing villages look with the ocean. Maybe I'm just an ocean person. Maybe that could be it. Maybe the lake to me just wasn't as attractive to me as the way Cinque Terre or Portofino look, because they're by the ocean and the striking, you know, blue colors that I'm so in love with. Maybe that's what it is. But I'm just telling you from my personal experience, if you do not have a lot of time, skip Lake Como, head to Cinque Terre and to Portofino. Trust me, the views in those two areas are so spectacular, so beautiful. It's just something that you're just gonna be mesmerized by. Now, if you have extra time to kill, yeah, by all means, go to Lake Como. Go the way, if you have a car, take the car. You're gonna realize what I'm talking about when you get to Bellagio. Maybe you have chance to go to another village, or if you are going by train and you're taking the ferry to transport yourself from different villages, maybe that's really cool. But we didn't have a lot of time to do that. But regardless, I just felt like I was more mesmerized with Cinque Terre and Portofino versus Lake Como. I'm just telling you that, and I hope you guys, you know, take that into consideration if you come on your next trip. And maybe you have a different opinion than I do versus, you know, those three areas. I really think that that's better. Going to Portofino and to Cinque Terre. That to me was incredible, and the food was amazing. I really liked it. That to me was like up there a lot. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy this pillow talk. And remember, like I've been mentioning to you guys, if you guys start supporting me a little bit more here on our pillow talk, I think we can do a little bit more engaging together. I'll be able to do more live streams and you guys can ask me questions, and I'll be able to respond to you guys. So please support me. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Catherine. Subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I hope we can engage more in the future with you guys. All right, take care guys, and thank you so much again for all the support that you give me.